Thanks for joining us today. It's Theresa Steele with 101 Lakes Living, and I am doing a veteran spotlight today. And today I have with me
Matt Thorp,
Matt Thorp. And Matt, what branch did you serve in?
United States Marine Corps.
Okay, and what were your service dates?
I went in June of 2000 and left in June of 2022.
Okay, and what is one of your most memorable experiences while you served?
Most people don't want to say it. It's deployments.
The deployments.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually. I had like-minded individuals who wanted to do the same thing I wanted to do. And to be honest, when you get around that caliber of individuals, it just makes the
Okay.
experience.
Okay. What are some of the characteristics of those people? Like, how would you describe them?
Outgoing.
Outgoing?
They, you know, but they're the responders. They're the folks who you want around you when stuff hits the fan.
There you go. Okay. You got the filter on. um, so is there anything that ever happened during your experience that you never told anyone that you'd be comfortable sharing with us?
As a Marine, you're not going to admit that your best deployment probably was with the Navy.
Oh, okay.
Mainly probably because you're out there as a contingency force, but in the same sense, you're if you're not being called upon, you're still getting out and getting to see things.
Okay.
So I got to see with the 22nd U, I got to see quite a few different countries. Still got the punch time card a little bit, but in the same sense, it wasn't the typical Marine Corps deployment.
Okay. What's a typical Marine Corps deployment?
All of mine, for the most part, were direct action.
Okay.
Like I ended up going, I was in Iraq in 2003, 2006, 2007, 2008. Did counter-piracy missions in 2009, humanitarian stuff in 10. 2011, I was in Afghanistan. 2016, I was doing the Syrian thing. So, if you actually get to go out as a Marine on a deployment and really not have to punch a time card in that aspect, you're probably getting to see some pretty cool countries.
Okay. Interesting. Um, and just as a backup to that question, they send you to these other countries for what kind of experience are they hoping you gain out of it? Is it something that you can then turn around and use towards your service?
No, so I, I was going on direct order. You know what I mean? Like, I knew I was going in harm's way.
Okay.
If you went out on a Marine Expeditionary Unit, then obviously you're a mobile contingency.
Well, I meant when you were not in deployment, but the outside time, the more memorable part where you got to go and see the world, did they let you just pick where you went? And what was the purpose of that? Was that for you to
No,
learn more about different cultures, and how to
they
interact
weren't necessarily. It was picked because you were going there as a port.
as a what?
Port. So you're going to a port that the ship takes you to.
Okay.
So you don't necessarily get to pick, but you do have, 2, 3, 4 days
Okay.
where the ship is going to be in port. You just fill out for a Liberty Pass, and depending on where the port is, you're still going to be able to get to go. Maybe not specific to that port, but if it's within reason, you still got to run that up the chain of command.
Okay. Um, so going back to the questions, where were you? You said you were stationed in Iraq, and that's where you were.
No, that was a deployment.
That was a deployment. So
yeah.
I'm sorry. Then where were you stationed?
So I did Camp Lejeune in 2000 to 2004, and then I lap moved into the EOD community, and that was in Florida, the Panhandle for 18 months, and then I went to Camp Pendleton from 2005 to 2008,
Okay.
and then I got orders to back to Camp Lejeune from 2008 to 2011. Then I got hand selected to teach foreign forces, so I was stationed in Virginia Beach.
Okay.
And then I went back to Camp Pendleton for 5 years, from 15 to 20. And then my Twilight tour was at MARSOC from 20 to 20, well, 2020 to 2022.
Okay. Um, for young men and women that are thinking about serving now, what would you be telling them? What advice would you be giving them? Or what should they think about?
I would tell them that it's very rewarding after the fact. And ultimately, the first 4 years suck, simply
Okay.
put. Stick around. You end up bumping into all of the people who are their mind frame is the same as yours.
Okay.
It's easy to go to work at that point, and when you wake up and there's just a terrible day, that's every job. So when it's all said and done, and if you choose to stick it out 20 years or plus, then it's very rewarding. And then there's also obviously a retirement that comes into it. I retired at 41 years old, so and that still gives me plenty of time to find a job or do whatever I'm going to do after the fact. So yeah.
Okay. And then, so that's for people that are the young men and women just entering into it now, and to tell them to kind of stick with it for a little bit. It gets better, right?
It does get better. The first 4 years, and it doesn't matter the branch, to be honest. I mean, I picked the branch I picked. The branch I picked isn't probably the best decision for everybody, but there is a branch, and you got options, and regardless of the branch, the first 4 years just suck.
Okay.
Like it just is what it is.
Okay. And so, someone considering going into service, into the military service, what advice would you give them?
You know what? Challenge yourself every day.
Okay.
Rise to the challenge. And once you figure out that you just tackled what that next milestone was, you're going to set another milestone, and then you're going to set your goals on that. That's the way to do it. And I think that if you set yourself up to do that, you're not going to fail.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with us, and sharing with our community that your service, and thank you for your service.
Yeah.
And I hope you're enjoying and celebrating this wonderful Veterans Day. And you, just to highlight one of the things you did, you continue to serve, because you said that you served this morning in the, what did you call it?
It was the honor guard.
Honor guard. And
yep.
What type of
So I generally
activities?
do the rifle detail for the honor guard. That usually encompasses Memorial Day parades, 4th of July parades.
Okay.
Today we did the Veterans Day parade. Rather, the Veterans Day get together here at the Legion.
Okay.
And then obviously we do military services for the fallen.
Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you for sharing that. And hopefully through these different conversations, the people in the community can be better educated, and there's more honor and respect given to those of the people that serve our country. So thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.